Welcome to the Sports Card Talk Show. Sports Card Talk Show with Kevin Anderson and Lorn Walker, the Skull Brothers.
All right, welcome to the Sports Card Talk Show. We have a Wild on Wednesday number 7 today. Looks like you got a little bit of mail over there, huh?
Today we're doing mail, yes. It's been a few weeks, and I think since I was able to show off some mails, and I've picked up a lot of cool cards in the last few weeks. So
thought we better show it.
Yeah. I'm ready to share.
Awesome. Before we get started, why don't you hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Hit the like button and ring the bell to get notified, huh?
Yeah.
We'd appreciate that. Where you want to start? Which one do you want to start with, man? You got quite the stack over there.
Yeah, I've got quite a few stacks here. So I'm going to start with it was like I think it was the last day of our fantasy, like week 16 of the playoffs, so championship week for most leagues.
Yep.
And in our dynasty league, we started talking, and I brought up the fact that I like Teddy Bridgewaters, and I'm buying them really cheap. And so we'll start with some Teddy Bridgewater.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, and we're just gonna blow through these really quick.
All right.
These things were like $100 cards at the beginning of the season, and I know last year when we did a show a 10 was the deal, and it was just a quick 10, like 1 minute video on YouTube.
Yeah.
I showed off a whole collection, like a whole bunch of 9.5s of these Teddy Topps Chrome. And I did not have the Pulsar. So I was pretty happy to pick up a Pulsar 9.5. Yeah.
I was jokingly going to ask how many of those you had.
Yeah, that one and I think I'm missing the green, but I was able to pick up another orange, a PSA 10. I was more privy to the BGS slab, so I was able to pick up some PSAs because they seem to be what's hot right now. And I got a Gem Man 10, just base chrome. And then this fellow had quite a few SGC slabs, and I was able to snag several of these really cheap of the 2014 Prisms. That's a 10. That's a 9.5. In the they call that the Panini logo variation, I believe, and then the green yellow variation.
Oh yeah,
and that's they have like 5 different variation photos even too. And then I remember I was super excited to pick up this just as raw card, the purple Prism.
Yeah,
and I was able to pick up a purple Prism slabbed for super cheap. So we're just going to keep on going with slab cards then, because you got the camera set up for slabs, I think. No, you don't?
No.
Okay. Anyway, still, let's keep on going with slabs.
Yeah.
I thought I had one of these, and this is a Gem Man 10 1988 Top Scott Studwell rookie card.
Yeah.
And I was going through, I kind of keep all my vintage Viking cards, or Viking, what I call legends, or Ring of Honor type dudes, all in the same box. And I was looking all over, and I'm like, I don't have Scott Studwell. So I ended up fixing that. Yeah, I fixed that. This one, I do not see this Upper Deck red. That's a Target exclusive.
Oh, okay.
And I ended up picking that up for a really good price. And, Adrian Peterson's coming toward the end of his career, I think. I don't know if he's just going to keep on running, but
right.
I got that for a really cheap price. I was super excited about that. I showed you these. It's kind of funny. I showed you some of these cards, but I don't think we ever showed them on camera.
No.
And that's a select tie-dye 2019 Panini Select. I believe that's numbered out of 25. I didn't look at the back of the card when I handed it to you.
Sure, these things are awesome, though.
I know.
Yeah,
and
25 of 25.
I picked up all 3 of these cards from the same seller. That's a PSA 10 pink Prism. What did I say? I forgot. It's a 2018 Panini Prism pink.
Yeah.
Anyway, I picked them all up from the same seller, so saved on that shipping. But all 3 of these cards, I believe I got for less than a purple XR card that was just ungraded.
Wow.
It was numbered. That card was numbered 19 out of 25. I wanted the card, but I didn't want to pay what that card went for. And I even got this one. This is a BGS 9.5 tie-dye 2018 select. And this one's numbered out of 25 as well. And that's a 19 out of 25. I got this 19 out of 25 select, graded 9.5, cheaper than the purple 19 out of 25 went for. And to me, this is such a beautiful card.
Yeah.
Much more beautiful than an XR. And that's just my opinion.
Right.
You might be a fan of XR, but I'm much more a fan of Select.
Right.
Then I got to show off a few of these Daniil Hunters. Daniil Hunters cards were red hot at the beginning of the season. This is an 8 out of 10 rookies and stars from this year. So that's numbered out of 10. The number 8 out of 10. I love the purple and the gold on that card.
Yeah.
I won that card for $2.26.
Sweet.
If that would have been the out of 10 gold from Mosaic, you're looking at like an $80 card.
Yeah.
And speaking of Mosaic, I picked up another Genesis.
Nice.
And we were discussing how those were going for $60 to $80 when Mosaic first dropped.
Yep.
I picked mine up I think I paid like $30 for it total. And this one I won for $7.62. So
awesome.
the lesson to be learned there is have some patience. Obviously, if Daniil Hunter would have been playing this year and had, 15, 20 sacks, like I thought he was going to have, that card probably still would be an $80 card. But,
right. Yep.
So I'm actually reaping the benefits of Daniil not playing this year because I get to collect his cards on the cheap.
Right.
And I honestly think the white sparkle is more rare than the Genesis. And I was able to pick up a white sparkle Mosaic. And generally the white sparkles are considered to be a print run of 20.
Yep.
And I picked that one up for $15.
Wow. I think it's sweet looking.
Yeah. And just speaking of, we just on Monday we had our little pack battle between the two of us, and we opened Prism from this year.
Yeah.
And I like the parallels, but I'm not going to pay the high prices for the parallels. But I wanted a checkerboard, and I was able to pick up a checkerboard of a guy I like, and Anthony Harris for like $10 or $11. I think I won that card for.
Oh, nice.
So that was
pretty sweet looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually started adding some of the rookies from this year's class to my saved searches. And I picked up, I want to call this like a purple pulsar of our boy, Jeff Gladney.
Yeah. That looks
and
good.
Yeah, I won that for like $11 or $12 too. He's got a halfway decent autograph.
Yeah.
You can tell it's a J and a G.
Right.
And I picked up a white sparkle. I really love white sparkle. So I picked up a white sparkle Prism draft of him.
Mm-hmm.
And again, probably a print run of 20 or less, they say.
Yeah.
And I picked up this Spectra. So did Spectra do collegiate this year? I really have not bought a lot of cards from this year's product. So, but he's in his collegiate uniform that right there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a numbered out of 75. And it hit my sweet spot with it being numbered 1 out of 75.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to go back to a little bit of Teddy Bridgewater. I actually meant to show you this when I was showing all those slabs, but that's the 2014 gold mini numbered out of 10, the number 10 out of 10 autograph. So I was really happy to add that to my collection.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing that I only have, that's my first one of those. So almost positive of it.
But you can't say with 100% certainty.
No, I can't. Spectra, again, this is, I believe, a 2015 or 16 Teddy Bridgewater die cut
yeah.
purple
Yep.
or pink or whatever they call it. That one is numbered out of 5, the number 5 out of 5. So
all kinds of goodies.
Yeah. I got that for, I think, $11 total.
Wow, nice.
So to me, that's a steal for me because I love my eBay 101s and it's my boy Teddy. This is from this year's Spectra of our boy Kirk Cousins. And I know we really harp on Kirk really hard. We kind of pick on his deficiencies, but he's basically a top 5 quarterback in every statistical category since he became a starter. So, Kirk's not as bad as we make him out to be. This one is a 2020, I mean. What did I say? I said it right. A green Spectra Adam Thielen. Again, I won this for, where did I write that down? $1.50.
Really?
Yes, and that's the number 1 out of 35. I keep on just like thinking about how Adam's got a pretty healthy fan base, especially here in Minnesota or in the Midwest, period. Everybody loves his story. I think everybody relates to his story. So,
right.
And he's just the one that he's the one guy that put in the work and made his dreams come true.
Yeah.
And so Adam's a hard guy for me to collect. And I just can't believe I was pumping fists when I won that card for $1.50.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I've got just a few more here. I have to show you this. I don't pick up too many of his cards anymore, but I won that for like $31, I think, and that's one of one Strata, and it's there's only one of those out there, and it's a purple variation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sharp looking card.
Yeah, and for $31 I couldn't pass that one up.
Right.
I think the opening bid was $29.99, and I won it for $30. I won it. I sniped it at the last second. Outbid the guy that had already bid on it. I don't see a lot of these. A lot of people list them for $50-$60. Usually, if someone lists it at auction, you can get it for a little cheaper. And I picked up that Bud Grant Hall of Fame card from Upper Deck. Well, he signs at Hall of Fame on there, and I got that for, I think, $31 again. I think 31. I think a lot of people must max out their bid right at 30, and I go $1 more on them.
Yep.
This next one is the guy that I saved for last in one of our latest WOW episodes for the Minnesota Moving Company, Mr. Randall McDaniel.
Oh, yeah.
That is a national treasure, numbered out of 50, it looks like, number 23 out of 50.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't even know if I've ever seen that card before, but I snagged that for just over $10 again.
Yeah, that's a nice card, dude.
I just going to the speaking of just Hall of Fame players.
Oh yeah.
That was honestly the cheapest card. This is again, most people have their cards listed at buy it nows or have their opening bid too high. This one was a low opening bid, and I was able to pick this one up. And I liked his autograph on this card a lot more than a lot of the ones that were listed too. So I wanted to win this card bad, and I won it. It was under $15, over 10, but under 15. Wow. It was right in that range. So
that's a sweet card.
I know. That's I wrote down the year on that one actually too. And I forgot what it was. No, 2000 Upper Deck.
Mm-hmm.
This is 2015. Yeah, if you guys watched our $10 challenge against Matt, I had already picked up a couple Dan Hampton autos. That one I won for really cheap. This one was a $15 win. So Dan Hampton cards aren't all $4 and whatever that was, 35 cents.
Yeah.
I said it enough times I should remember.
Yeah,
but.
just so the way you shop, though, you get lucky sometimes.
Oh, yeah, and that's just the deal. This one was the first Dan Hampton auto I ever won. And I just, when I came across Dan Hampton, I saw how awesome his autograph was. I just bid on quite a few of them, and I won a few. But this one this one was $23.50. So,
oh, okay.
So I think the $15 to $25 range is where you can kind of settle in on a Dan Hampton auto.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got a couple. I don't want to go crazy on a Chicago Bear. So
yeah.
So
I might say you already have.
Oh yeah. Yeah. One of the comments was that I had turned to the dark side. So
yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. And I love it. This is a card. I should have called you and told you to bring your John Randall.
Oh yeah.
Because you have the John Randall of this card.
Yeah.
And this is from this year's Elements. And I still want to get myself a John Randall, but was able to snag a Randall McDaniel. And I'm pretty sure I got that like $15, give or take. So
right. Yeah, if anybody wants to do a showdown series with the Elements, we'll do Elements again.
Yeah, I love Elements.
We love Elements.
And now I'm going to show a couple cards that I actually thought about putting up against Matt, but I decided on that on the Dan Hampton. I thought the Dan Hampton would definitely win me the challenge.
Right.
But this is a printing plate from 2015 Topps Heritage of Trey Waynes. I won that card for 99 cents.
It's a cool looking card, though.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. And I thought, people are going to be like, Trey's, a lot of people are down on Trey Waynes. I personally thought Trey Waynes was a really good corner.
Yeah.
I think you saw this year with the Vikings defense that we definitely missed a lot of our veterans from last year.
Oh yeah.
This is another card I thought about putting up against Matt. I was afraid that if I lost, though, again, I definitely didn't want to be sending this card out as a rack.
Right.
And this is a Bud Grant postcard, Hall of Fame postcard, and he's got that autographed. And I won that for $8.50.
Wow.
And most Bud Grant autographs go for no less than 30. So that was a huge win for me. And this goes, I got a couple more, Kevin.
A couple more?
Just a couple more. This is when we did the Minnesota Moving Company again, I only had one card to show of this guy, Gary Zimmerman.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm like, why don't I have more cards of this guy? And I promptly went out and picked this card up. And he does not really have, you can pick up a PSA slab certified autograph of him or something, but generally speaking, these Hall of Fame postcard cards, I think these guys like set up, at a table in Canton and sign these things.
Sure.
So, and it looked legit. It looks like a legit auto of his. So I had to pick that one up.
Sure.
Time for two more.
Sure.
Okay. I showed you this card at least a couple, 2-3 months ago.
Yeah. And
I told you, I just love the card. I love this card. It's got such a 70s vibe to it.
Yeah.
And I wanted one, but it's numbered out of $2.99. And I was like, I'm not paying $5-6, $10 total with shipping up for one of those.
Right.
I waited for a little bit. This always comes back to being patient and setting your ceiling and getting your card for what you want to pay for it. I got that one for 99 cents opening day with
Nice.
a few bucks shipping. And lastly, another Tarkenton. And it's funny because I bid on a lot of Tarkenton cards and sometimes some really sweet, awesome cards. This is numbered out of, is it 15 or 25?
15.
15, the number 1 out of 15. I had to have this card and I didn't even have to bid up too high on it because I got this one for $31. $30 seems to be people's max.
It seems to be, yeah.
Because I snagged down for like $31 too. And that hits my Fran Tarkenton PC really well, but I really love it that it's eBay 101. Now that I'm looking at it, it is the number out of number 25 under the camera.
It did
Under the
look 15.
in the light box, it looked like 15.
Yeah, it did.
Now I'm looking straight down at it. It says 25.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all right.
Yeah, so that's
Well, we got you caught up on mail.
Yes, we are completely caught up on mail, and I've kind of been laying off eBay for a little while, so I don't know that we can wait a few weeks before you have to sit through another mail day.
I don't mind. Just we could have split that one up. We're at 20, so we better let it go. Wild on Wednesday, number 7, to a close.
Skull Brothers out.